Bank statement mapping rules. Bank statement mapping rule is an advanced feature in Sage Business Cloud accounting software. In Sage Business Cloud accounting software, you can import your bank statement to the system. In bank statement mapping rule, you can search bank statement for any word or any number in the bank statement. After that, based on that word or number, you can fill other details such as type, customer name, VAT details, pay name, and accounting display description. Now for an example, assume you have apartment complex. In that apartment complex, there may be 500 apartments. So each apartment will build for electricity, water, gas, like that. So every month that apartment owner will deposit or online transfer their bill amount to your company. Okay. When they are transferring or deposit money, they will mention their apartment number. So when you are importing your bank statement to the system, you can search that apartment number. Based on that, system will automatically select type as customer and select the apartment owner name and payee name, and it will display the accounting display description. We will discuss another example. Now assume in mobile service providers there are millions of owners, millions of connections will be there. So every month they will build, and mobile connection owner will deposit or pay their bill amount to the banks. So when they are paying their bank bill to the bank, they will mention their mobile number. So if we use bank statement mapping rule, we can set up bank statement mapping rule for entering a mobile number, and based on that, system will select type as customer and customer name, and it will display the payee name and accounting display description. Okay. Like that, we can set bank statement mapping rule. Right. Next, we will discuss how to set up a bank statement mapping rule. We will take our apartment example. Now assume we have apartment complex and there are 500 apartments, and I'll take first 5 apartment numbers and apartment owner's name. Okay. A001, A002, A003, A004 and A005. Okay. Now first we need to create these customers in the system. So you can go to customer module and select add a customer. You can enter customer details. You can enter customer name, customer category, credit limit, tax numbers, postal address, contact details. There are default settings such as email statement distribution method, price list, default discount, tax types, credit period, and their currency. Okay, like that we can create our customers. Next we will go to bank statement mapping rule setup. you can go to bank statement mapping rules from banking list, select bank statement mapping rules. Now here we can set up our bank statement mapping rule. First we need to search for bank statement form. Now in this example, apartment number is A001. We will search for A001 and our customer is Rohit Sharma. We will select customer as type, and here we can select Rohit Sharma, and pay name is Rohit Sharma, and we can mention account in display description, bill payment. We can create another rule. Can enter search for bank statement for A002, type as customer, selection as Michel Marsh, we can type pay name, and we can type bill payment. After that we can save this rule. Right, now when you are setting a bank statement mapping rule, you can select account as type, then you can select your GL accounts from the selection. If you select customer as type, you can select your customers as selection. If you select supplier, you can select your suppliers as selection. If you select transfer as type, you can select your bank account as selection. If you select VAT, the selection is VAT payment or refund. Now when you enter bank statement mapping rules, you can see first three mapping rules in black color, and fourth one is in blue color. Now it's because we haven't saved last one, therefore it's in the blue color. If you save this, it will change to black color. So you can identify the unsaved mapping rules. If it is color in blue color, that is we haven't saved that mapping rule. Right, now we have set up our mapping rules. Next we will go to bank statement import. Okay, you can import your bank statement from banking, select transactions, select banking. Here you can select your bank account and you can click import bank statement. You can select CSV. Now before we import bank statement, we have to download the format, and we can fill the details to the format and we can import to the system. Okay, you can download the file from by clicking this how do I set up a CSV file. If you click view an example, you can view the example. Now in this CSV file we have to enter date, description, that statement looking for, and we can enter the amount. Right, now we can download the format, CSV format, from this download an example. Now here date available, description available, and amount available. I'll duplicate the tab and I'll open bank statement mapping rule in the duplicate tab. Now here we have set up a few mapping rules, A001 and A002. Now in this CSV file I'll enter date, and I'll enter apartment number, I'll enter the amount, and other two lines I will delete. Right, now I have entered 2 lines. Now this is example. In our practical examples, or in practical scenarios, there may be hundreds or thousands of transactions line. So for demonstration purposes I will take only 2 lines, and I'll save this and close. Right, next I'll go to my banking module, banking, transaction banking. Select the bank account. I'll refresh and start from the beginning. Go to banking, transactions, banking. You can select your bank and click import bank statements. From import file type you can select CSV, and you can click this browse import file. You can select the file and click import file. Right. Now system will display a message that your CSV file import completed successfully, 2 rows successfully imported. So in our CSV file there are 2 lines, so those 2 lines has imported. We will open that file. Now you can see 2 lines available, and in this file that columns available only date, description and amount. However, after we import, it will display that payee name, description, type, selection, reference number, like that. Other required field also available in that bank statement import screen. Okay, in our CSV file we have only date column, description and amount. However, in the system it has payee, description, type, selection, reference number. Those details are filled from the bank statement mapping rule. Okay, this is our search bank statement for, and based on this system has selected payee name, description, type as customer, and system has selected customer name. So like that we can set up a bank statement mapping rule, and we can import our bank statement to the system based on the search bank statement for. System will fill other details. Okay, like that, by using this bank statement mapping rule, we can save our data entry time. Right. Now we will discuss other features in bank statement mapping rule. Now system can check for duplicates. Now assume sometimes by mistake you will import same bank statement twice. Okay, we will import same file again. Import file. Now system will display your CSV file import completed successfully. 2 rows successfully imported. 2 of the imported transactions are duplicate transactions. So same file we have imported. Now in the bank statement mapping rule, you can check for duplicates. Now here there's an option check for duplicate based on date and time. Actually there are 3 options: do not check, date and check for duplicate based on date and amount. If you select this option, system will compare date and amount, and if same date and amount available twice, it will mention as duplicate found. And there's another option, date, description and amount. So if there's any date, description and amount, there are same values in more than one line, system will mention it as duplicate value. And also system can check for duplicates on review transactions. This is review transactions. And if you want to check for duplicates on new and review transactions, system will check review transactions as well as new transactions. Okay, so now duplicate values found. If you want, you can keep that, or if you want, delete. Okay, if you click this duplicate found, you can delete the transaction, you can keep the transaction, and you can keep original and reconcile. Like that, we can set for search for check for duplicate values. Right, next in this screen we can view that bank statement mapping rules, and by clicking these headings we can sort that mapping rules ascending or descending order. Next, if you want to search any mapping rule, you can type here. You can type under search text box and you can click the search button, then it will display the mapping rule if that words match in the rules. Next, there's a search priority. Now assume there are similar searches or multiple matches, it will prioritize that transaction or mapping rule. Next, by clicking this plus mark, you can add lines, or if you want to delete, you can delete lines by clicking this minus mark, red color minus button. Like that you can add or delete lines. Next, there are two inactivated buttons, delete and update. If you tick any button here, or if you tick any mapping rule here, those buttons will activate. If you want to delete more than one line, you can tick those mapping rules and you can click delete button, then it will delete. And if you want to update, now for an example, let's see, we'll save this and assume you want to change the VAT type. Then currently it's no VAT. We can tick those transactions or mapping rules. You can tick those mapping rules and click this update button. You can select the default VAT type as update and you can select the default VAT type. I'll select standard rate 15% and save. Then system has changed the tax rate. Okay, if you want to change more than one mapping rules tax rate, you can use this update option. Okay, like that you can delete or update mapping rules. Right, like that we can create our bank statement mapping rule, and by using these bank statement mapping rules we can save our data entry time. Okay, right, yeah, now we have done bank statement mapping rule and we have imported. Next we will do some example. You can do this as assignment. You can create these customers and you can set mapping rule. You can enter these columns as search bank statement for, and when you enter this search bank statement for, then you need to change the type to customer and selection as customer based on this customer name, and other details you can fill by yourself. You can type any details here, and you can practice the bank statement mapping rule.